Not sure where we're going, but loaded up. We're going somewhere down south. Go ride some warm weather. All loaded up. All ready to hit the road. Well, we got everything we need. Dirt bike, fuel, gear, guitar, caffeine, cameras. Should be a interesting weekend. Hopefully we can dodge some of this rain that's supposed to come through and get some sunshine, some warm weather. Most importantly, be able to just go out and rip some dirt bikes, have some fun, just enjoy and live life a little. We're gonna FaceTime old Russ, see what he's got going on here. I know he wants to ride. I talked about it earlier on in the week, talked about going down there and maybe riding. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it's not raining down there. We might go down to West Craven, hit that place up. It's a pretty good track.
West Craven, county line.
So did it not rain down there?
It's not raining yet.
It was supposed to rain all day. It was like 100% chance all day. That's why I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Dude, I was stuck in a traffic jam in Cincinnati for like 30 minutes, bumper to bumper. And here I am taking a Snapchat, sending it to my buddy, and about to smack some car. Dead stop. Bike flew up, hit the back of the truck, fuel cans flying around back there. My damn smiley face hat done hit the ground.
Yeah, you're trying to be like me.
Dude, that's sick, huh?
You're trying to get like me, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I'm just faster though. Oh. Alright.
Is the weekend over? Because I must be dreaming.
Yeah, you must be. I'm gonna just come right past you and just scrub, and you'll be like, oh.
Bro, we're gonna be the most famous people on YouTube. We got one person that can flip and one person that can flip.
Oh, dude, it all counts.
It all counts.
The style point. We've finally ran out of tank of fuel. Got about 3.5 hours left. Gonna go in, grab some Taco Bell, get some fuel, get back on the road. ETA says 1:17, so we'll be there like probably 1:30 or so by the time we stop. But pretty impressed. 5 hours or so, a little over, on a full tank in this truck. Not bad at all. Gonna get some food. Back on the road we go. Well, got some T-Bell. Now we're gonna go over here and get some fuel. Get back on the road. What is fuel? $3.12. Cheaper than Ohio was. It was like $3.69. Oh, T-Bell did not hit the spot at all. Worst part is the freaking Baja Blast freeze machine was down. I was pretty bummed about that. Like, when you go to Taco Bell, like, you gotta get a Baja Blast freeze. If not, then what are you doing? The old Vigils. Well, fuel. Back on the road we go. onto the highway we go. So 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Turn left.
On old I-40 headed towards Asheville. Tell you what, this trip's actually gone by pretty quick. Traffic's been pretty good, except for in Cincinnati. Cincinnati was horrible. It was a nightmare. There was cars scattered all over the place. It looked like a demolition derby. I was like, holy cow. But, yeah, on the road we are.
Continue straight.
And shouldn't have to stop and get fuel, which is a good thing. That'll be nice. This truck's really good. I cannot complain about how good it's been on fuel. I mean, it says we're only getting 17 miles per gallon, which, I don't know, there's no way. It just, you know, it doesn't really add up. I don't think that's right. But, yeah. Hopefully, it's a safe drive the rest of the way and we don't run into any goofy traffic. So, I'll tell you one thing, like this 2023 CRF 450 has been a great bike. Like, I've had no complaints. I mean, other than like, it is pretty aggressive for a 450, but I mean, it's been great. I mean, as far as pulling whole shots, like, truthfully, I've always been really good at starting out good starts. Rather it was hair scrambles or moto, or even, I mean, I raced that one GNCC at John Penton, and I was on my KTM 450 then, pulled a pretty big hole shot there, which was pretty cool. That was my first ever GNCC. But no, it's been a great bike. The suspension in the beginning, like being stock, it was obviously it was not set up for me. Obviously I'm a little bit bigger, so it was pretty soft. The front end kind of had a touchy feeling to it, but I sent that stuff out to Steve over there at Fast Lab, and he did one heck of a job on it. I mean, it's been great. Ended up coating the uppers and the lowers on the forks. I'm not sure if he ended up changing the springs out. I think he just did some revalving stuff. And sag's perfect, static sag's perfect. I mean, we went to Monster Mountain for the first ride on it, and that was my first time back on a bike since November, since I knocked myself out down there in Silver Valley. That was a good time. But yeah, no, it's been perfect. I made a couple adjustments at Monster, stiffened her up in the front a little bit, softened the rear. It was only just a couple clicks, but I mean, it's been perfect. We went down to Tampa MX and Dade City there a couple weeks ago down in Florida. Like I said, that was the second time back on the bike. Felt really kind of I felt a little off at Tampa MX and just kind of felt goofy, just wasn't really comfortable, but I think I was just, you know, being tired from the long drive down there and going riding the next day. Now, we went to Dade City. That was a different story. I mean, hopped on the bike, went out for practice, felt really good. Just felt super loose, had a good mindset. You know, I told Bryson when we were headed down there, I said, there's gonna be some fast dudes here tonight. I mean, kids aren't coming out just for, you know, shits and gigs. So, ended up doing really good. First moto was 25 plus, got a horrible start, which is very rare, but we tried pulling it from the very far outside, thinking that I could just swoop down in and just be able to hold it. Didn't happen. The inside was where it was at all night. Ended up going, I think I was kind of towards the back of the pack, because I kind of got pushed around a little bit. Ended up working myself up to fourth. Then next thing you know, we were like literally almost back-to-back motos. I think we had one moto in between. Went out to Open A, had a great start, and sitting second and just held that the whole rest of the race there. Then back to the 25 plus. We tried a different spot on the gate. thinking we could possibly make something happen, being it was a bigger class. Didn't happen. Ended up banging some bars with a kid, and next thing you know, in the last corner, battling for third, ended up going down. Stupid mistake. Should have just settled where I was at and been fine with it, but thought I could make a move. Ended up 5th for a 5th overall. Then the Open A, went out, pulled the whole shot. Ended up beating the kid who won the moto before. Then 2nd place from the moto before, ended up in 1st. So ended up going 2-2 for our 1st overall. So I wasn't upset at all. It was a great race. And what amazes me is, you know, that was what, my 3rd time back on the bike since November of not riding at all. Because I mean, like, my head was still ringing until we went to Monster. I mean, honestly, there was a couple of times when I was riding at Monster, my head was just killing me. But I'm not complaining at all. I'd go out and Open A down in Florida, and to go 2-2 and grab the moto win, pretty crazy. I was very impressed with myself. The biggest thing is like I was telling Bryson and my sister, I said, we're just here to have fun. I mean, I came in with that mindset, you know, just not really caring, and just came to have a good time. And what do you know? I mean, it ended up being a great race. So Florida was a good time. So this trip to, I don't know where we're going tomorrow. Kind of wherever the rain doesn't land. That's kind of like this trip here was. I had, you know, talked about going to Budds Creek for a Saturday practice. Talked about going over to Dodge City in Alabama. Then going to find, I think there's a race down in Lower Georgia, the Kings Cup. Thought about going down there, and that was gonna be a 12-hour drive, which I wasn't sure I could do that, especially going into work on Monday. I didn't think it was really possible. But I called Russ, see what he was doing, and I guess we're either going to West Craven or County Line. I don't know, somewhere over there in North Carolina, because I think South Carolina's going to get swamped with some rain. And that'll make for a horrible weekend. I'm not trying to ride the mud or wet sand. Just not fun at all. Yeah. So there was no shot we were making it straight through. It was like 1:30. I had a wall bad. So pulled into the old Pilot here. Kicked the seat back, took me a nap. Now it's 5:11. I called Russ. He getting a shower, getting ready, so another 44 minutes to go till I go and pick him up. So go and do that, pick him up, and then head to the track, go ride.
What a fucking day. And how sick would it be to get famous and just do this all the time?
Should be sick. Just be able to travel and ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Dude, if this rain don't stop, oh, I'm gonna be upset.
You?
Yeah, I just drove 9 hours to watch the rain fall. You know what I'm saying? I could have went home and watched the rain fall. Hell,
I told you it was gonna rain.
that rain might even turn to snow. It'd been even cooler.
Fuck no, it ain't. It feels good down here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's 55 degrees. That's not bad. I like it. Good thing I brought all my stuff from my bedroom. I'm moving now. I ain't in my
Brought
truck.
everything.
I'm not in my truck. I'm in a U-Haul. What are you talking about?
I would fucking die.
Ugh, I'm moving. I'm gonna buy a house today.
What? Why would you buy a house when you just come live in one?
Yeah, that's true.
That's like if I ever went to Ohio, I'd buy a new house.
The day you move to Ohio is the day fucking 3 people get frostbite in hell.
Yeah. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Whenever I lost everything, I was damn near close to it. That's the most serious I've ever been about moving anywhere.
You should have.
I was about to piece the fuck out.
You should have moved. Been good for you.
Oh, yeah.
You ready? Get that chair in there, let's go. It's fucking raining, dude.
Oh, we out this bitch.
Nah, you're gonna get some fuel while I go in and get some food. Watch out there, Mercedes. Dude, this camera's sick. It's on a fucking gimbal. It's like it stays super steady. And then you can put it on like focus on your face mode. And like you can like move it all around.
To the one.
Dude. The only gas pump was the damn. There's a bag over it. Well, it just keeps getting cheaper. You see the face track?
Where's she at?
Yeah. It'll run like 100.
Oh yeah. So it'll keep going when this tax out.
Oh yeah, it'll pass us.
And up before our doors off. Yeah, let's fuck it. Let's go. Let's throw her outside.
Throw her outside. Yeah. Later, throw it up in the air.
Throw it up in the air. I'd fucking plow a street light.
Oh fuck.
Oh, he's gonna drop a car.
You do, he about it. Carvana for you.
Carvana for you. Taking them pieces of shit straight to Carmax.
Yeah, probably. That's where I got this truck from, Carvana.
Carvana?
Yeah. They came and picked up the Subaru.
And dropped this off?
Yeah. In my driveway.
Yeah.
They just started the Subaru up, made sure it ran, had no check engine lights, and alright. Oh, they're cool. Dude, that thing was toast. I mean, that thing maybe had like maybe a 40-minute road trip left on it, and it was going through a rod through the block.
Use the
It was
left
hammering
2 lanes
hard.
to turn onto Poplar Tent Road.
Yeah, it would have looked like yours, that little C3 you had in your block.
Oh man. You can see through the whole.
I couldn't believe it through a rod. You were just driving and it just went.
Yeah.
You
Boom.
remember beating on it?
No. I was legit going like 15. Shifted to second, and it was like, oh wait. I said, no fucking way.
I remember you FaceTime me. And
Walking down the road, picking up
pieces of the block, and I was like, what is that? And you're like, bro, it just came off my motor. What do you think it is?
I was like, please. I knew what it was. I wanted, like, anything.
Yeah, just like, oh, yeah, it could have been something, yeah.
I was like, please be anything but what I know it is.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was what you thought it was.
I knew it.
Were you mad? So they finally paid for it?
Oh, I had to pay for it.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I thought they were paying for it.
I had to pay the $500.
Oh, that ain't bad.
No. Fuck it. It was back because I only had it in the month.
Yeah, like Bryson.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Bryson's blew up after a month.
I gotta get rid of that thing.
Turn right onto
kill myself.
Place Northwest.
I go like 130 on the way to work every morning.
No wonder it blew up.
Just so I'm not late. God damn, you can't drive.
Oh, we know.
In a quarter mile, turn left.
What part of hungry you not get? You're one of the Briar Cliff.
I'm starving.
You're like, I'm starving. What part of hungry do you not get?
Bro, I've never passed so many food places. For sure, packed.
Arrive.
up this morning and they already had half inch to an inch of rain on the ground, so wasn't much we could do. We're still raining, we're on our way home now, but kind of a bummer. Wanted to ride a little bit more, especially driving 8 hours to only ride one day. That kind of sucked a little bit. But that Dreamville, that's a pretty cool track. Definitely, if you're down that way, I'd definitely check it out. We were supposed to go over to West Craven, but that ended up being a 4-hour drive from where we were at my buddy Russ's place, and I really wasn't feeling that. Especially, you know, didn't end up getting here till 5 a.m. Saturday morning. Ended up, I was 40 minutes away 20 or 40 minutes away, somewhere in there, I don't know. But close to Russ's house, and I thought I could make it. Well, yeah, no, that didn't happen. Evidently I fell asleep at some point during the drive, and woke up, and I was going over the hump in the median on the highway. So then it's like, yeah, it's time to pull over. So I got to the first gas station. It was a 7-Eleven. Kind of looked a little sketchy. I was like, ooh. So I slept there for like 30 minutes. I had some weird dream that my truck was rolling away. And I hopped up out of my seat real quick, laid on the horn. Well, I looked around, the gas station was full of people, and they're all looking at me. I'm like, alright, yeah, it's time to get out of here. I drove like another 10 minutes, found another gas station. I ended up sleeping there for 2.5 hours or so. And then got the Russ, picked up his bike, and then we had a 3-hour trip to Dreamville. So yeah, I was a little tired. I'm still pretty tired. Didn't get much sleep last night. So kind of been nice that it rained today, so I can get home at a decent time, be able to get some sleep. Because got work tomorrow. Be there at 3:30. Our ETA right now is 5:11, so it's not too bad. But yeah, this rain definitely just put a downer on the weekend. It has not stopped. Last night I left all my gear in the back of the truck. Really, it wasn't thinking it was going to rain, because it was supposed to rain all day on Saturday in some places, but we didn't get anything really. I left my gear in the bed of my truck, and when we unloaded Russ's bike in the morning, or early this morning, I dumped my boots out, and there was probably 2 inches of water inside my boots. So it's kind of a stupid mistake on me for leaving my boots in the bed of my truck. But all my gear's soaking wet, gear bag's soaking wet, boots are wet, bike's getting rained on. Tool bag got wet, all tools are wet. So yeah, don't make that mistake. Don't leave everything in the back of your truck. Yeah, so got 7 hours left on the trip back home. It's gonna be rough. I might have to pull over and take me a little nap or something. Rain's been horrible, let me tell you. Now we're like in the middle of Tennessee here, like in the mountains, and the fog is horrible, absolutely horrible. Can't see nothing. This makes for a long road trip back home. Got a bunch of people out here that can't drive. Car hit that and straight to China they go. Never see that one again. So hopefully we're going to go back down to South Carolina somewhere around March 4th. It'll be the weekend before we go down to Day in the Dirt down there in Dade City, Florida. I'm going to take my bike down there to Russ, drop it off, and I guess he's going to drive it down there. We're going to do that team race together, and I might do just an individual GP. Not sure yet, but yeah, that event, it should be pretty cool. I've never been to Red Bull Day in the Dirt, so I know we're running the expert pro class, so that'll be interesting there. There's going to be some fast dudes there, so definitely going to need to get as much seat time in as I can before be able to ride maybe 2 or 3 times before then. Might go up to Route 62, ride some indoor, maybe race a little bit indoor. But definitely when I go down to South Carolina, drop my bike off, go ride somewhere, maybe go to like club or something. Yeah. Keep on trucking along on this road trip here. Got 3 hours and 30 minutes left. We got 58 miles till E. And I'm pretty hungry. I need some food. This rain's been horrible, let me tell you. Now we're like in the middle of Tennessee here, like in the mountains, and the fog is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Can't see nothing. This makes for a long road trip back home. Got a bunch of people out here who can't drive. Yeah, that's big old potholes. Man. Right there. Little car hit that and straight to China they go. Never see that one again. So hopefully we're going to go back down to South Carolina somewhere around March 4th. It'll be the weekend before we go down to Day in the Dirt down there in Dade City, Florida. I'm going to take my bike down there to Russ, drop it off, and I guess he's going to drive it down there. We're going to do that team race together, and I might do just an individual GP. Not sure yet, but yeah, that event, it should be pretty cool. I've never been to Red Bull Day in the Dirt, so I know we're running the expert pro class, so that'll be interesting there. There's going to be some fast dudes there, so definitely going to need to get as much seat time in as I can before we head down to Florida. So probably be able to ride maybe 2 or 3 times before then. Might go up to Route 62, ride some indoor, maybe race a little bit indoor. But definitely when I go down to South Carolina, drop my bike off, go ride somewhere, maybe go to like club or something. Yeah. Keep on trucking along on this road trip here. Got 3 hours and 30 minutes left. We got 58 miles till E. And I'm pretty hungry. I need some food. It's about lunchtime for me. So if you've never been to Cookout, oh, you definitely gotta go. If you don't know about it, I just put you on. I'm telling you. Some of the greatest fast food you'll ever have. 3 hours and 19 minutes left till we get home, and it has done nothing but rain. Get this. We drive south for nice warm riding weather, no rain or whatever. Obviously we got rain out today, didn't ride, but we're probably 2 hours from crossing into Ohio. And look at this. It's almost clear skies, and it's a whole 55 degrees. It's kind of upsetting that I drove a lot to go ride in cold weather and then just to get rained out. Kind of hurts me a little bit, truthfully. We're almost home. Got about 10-15 minutes till I pull in the driveway. But yeah, this weekend was a pretty good weekend overall. It's short, obviously, but it's kind of funny. Last night, I was planning on leaving, but Russ was like, "Hey, let's go out and play some cornhole or do something." Like, all right. So we went to some place, There's a couple games cornhole going on, and next thing you know, we finally get to jump in. Russ is pretty good at cornhole. He plays all the time. You know, I'm decent, I guess. But we play these guys first game, and we get mopped up. I mean, mopped up like 21-3, bad. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, let's run it back. So we run the game back. We ended up beating them. I was like, cool. So we stayed there at the boards. Played probably 3 more games after that, and we were just running boards and doing pretty good. Well, then a couple guys come over and they're like, "Hey, let's play a $100 game." I'm like, whoa. Like $100 per person? And they're like, yeah. It's like, no. It's like, I said, well, I'll do 20 a person. We ended up blowing them out of the water. And they're like, let's run it back. And these guys are drunker and shit. And they're like, so we run it back, ended up winning again. They're like, double or nothing on this one. Like, alright. So then it's $40 a person. Ended up blowing them out again. And then the one kid's like, complaining about his partner. He's like, you suck. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'm gonna get my other buddy. He's a better partner. I'm like, all right, whatever. He said, all right, we'll make this the last game. He's like, $50 a person. I'm like, all right. At this point, I got nothing to lose. I've already made that money, so we ended up destroying them. Actually, no, it actually ended up being a really good game. And I don't know, it was like, we weren't playing bust on this last one because we were ready to leave. And like, it's like 15, it's probably close. It was like 15-13. And the guy next to me, we both threw 4-baggers. So I was like, this is going to be interesting here. And then I was like, I knew Russ was going to throw pretty good. Next thing you know, kid throws off the board, Russ throws one in the hole, kid drops one in the hole, and then next 3 just throws off the board and Russ drains all 4. And I'm like, wow. I look at Russ, it's like, let's grab our coats, let's go home. I said, this will pay for my fuel trip back home. So we came out pretty well going out and playing cornhole. So yeah, it was a good weekend. Be able to ride, go play cornhole. Got to hear some good live bands at the place we're playing cornhole at. Not too much I can complain about, other than not being able to ride today. So we'll see what happens here in a couple weekends. Get back on here and hopefully post something cool. Be able to go to some track with some booters or something. Not something boring like riding indoors, but go back down south, maybe like Monster Mountain, or there's a new track down there called Dodge City. Kind of want to go to it, check it out, or go back to Silver Valley and redeem myself. So, alrighty, that's a wrap for this trip. Peace.